Once upon a time,
a young orphan boy was found in the backseat.
Deep in the jungle's undergrowth,
the baby
was discovered
by Bagheera, a friendly
and rather sensible
Black Panther.
Bagheera decided to take
baby boy
to a pack of wolves. Who agreed to call
little boy Mowgli.
They looked at the Mowgli
as one of their own,
and raised him in the jungle
for the next 10 years.
Mowgli loved jungle life.
I like the jungle because it's better than Wolverhampton and there's not many people.
Like the weather and when
I like the jungle just because I do.
I like the jungle, but I can do whatever I want.
And felt more like an animal than a human.
But Bagheera worried that one day
Mowgli would have to return to the human world.
One night, the pack of wolves had an urgent meeting. Having learnt that Shere Khan had returned to the jungle.
A tiger! It's not safe. We must go. The wolves decided that it was no longer safe for Mowgli
to stay with the pack.
It's not safe for you here anymore.
He must leave the jungle
to live in the human world for his own safety.
He must go. They're not days.
Bagheera, being the sensible panther that he was,
offered to a Mowgli to the nearest man village and him to his own.
Later that night,
Bagheera and Mowgli set off for the man village, much to Mowgli's dismay. He didn't want to live with humans, and felt more like a wolf than a boy. After many hours of walking,
Bagheera and Mowgli stopped to rest for the night in the branches of a tree.
Once Bagheera was asleep,
a long and cunning snake called Kaa crept up beside Mowgli.
I'm not deep into Mowgli lights. I'm hypnotising. Okay, just at the moment. I don't know why. Then I went up there and then I went. I'm so out, I think.
The next morning, Mowgli woke early.
And not one Bagheera was still asleep.
He planned to return to the pack of wolves.
But on his way, he came across a herd of elephants
Led by Colonel Hathi
and his wife, Winifred.
The colonel was extremely strict with its troop of elephants.
and was leading them in a practice march.
Mowgli joined in and tried to disguise himself as one of the elephants, which sadly didn't fool the colonel.
After he was leaving the whole of elephant.
Mowgli came across a fun-loving, laid-back bear called Baloo.
Baloo.
I just told you
That Bagheera the panther,
I'm not telling him to the mountain.
but he didn't want to go.
Baloo doing Mowgli. Not too worried.
And promised that so long as he stuck with him,
So long he did with him.
he'd never try and take him out of the jungle.
I have so much fun today. And then from the mountain of me. I'm in the river.
And dancing and laughing together.
Suddenly, my day was snatched up
Into the air.
by a quickly naughty mantis, and muddled him through the twigs and away from foot.
To Mowgli.
To their leader, King Louis,
Louis.
a giant orangutan who sat on a throne. Mowgli demanded to know why he had been taken away from his friend Baloo and brought to King Louis's palace.
In Louis old Mowgli
That he would help him.
inside in the jungle, but only on the
That Mowgli reveals the secret
of how to make man's fire in return.
Mowgli told King Louis, and he didn't have the foggiest idea how to make fire, as it'd been raised by wolves, not by humans. King Louis did not look very happy.
Just at that moment, Bagheera and Baloo arrived to rescue Mowgli. They ducked and dived, nearly ran the monkeys, and managed to escape. But in the chaos
of the chase,
King Louis's kingdom was reduced to a pile of rubble. When Mowgli
Was a little further ahead of them,
Bagheera
had a serious talk
with Baloo and convinced him
that the jungle
would never be safe
for Mowgli
so long as Shere Khan the tiger.
was there.
Baloo eventually agreed.
And then to that answer.
Back to the man village
What man to that?
to sneakily escape.
And then to that.
However, they were not alone.
Quietly lurking nearby from the depths of the overgrowth,
In the jungle, that Shere Khan
who had been listening into their conversation.
and followed Mowgli to eat him for dinner.
Mowgli then came across a group of friendly vultures.
Who was sitting in the tree. They became friends instantly and accepted Mowgli.
As a fellow outcast,
In the distance, the rumbling of thunder was heard, and the vultures told Mowgli
that a storm was on its way.
Mama, say on dropped out from the buttons and fight under the boat.
He circled around Mowgli.
I found him. He was done away. Mowgli was fed.
Lightning struck a nearby tree, setting it on fire, and rain began to fall. Luckily, just at that moment, Baloo rushed in to protect Mowgli from Shere Khan.
The vultures flew in and distracted the tiger, just long enough for Mowgli to tie a large flaming branch to his tail.
I found me that and telephone in the fire. And suddenly, a man up into him, letting his diamond tail behind him.
Oh no.
I'm afraid.
Nah, 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 nah.
They had spiked the man-eating tiger.
I know, listen, Tyson. I was happy. The time happened from that day.
To leave the jungle.
Bagheera and Baloo told Mowgli
To the edge of the man village and stood in complete shock.
they saw machinery.
Flat, barren land and fire burning bright.
I hate this place. It's changed.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Mowgli insisted
He didn't want to be a part of that world.
and refused.
To return to his kind. If they were destroying the animals' home.
Mowgli vowed if they
In the jungle,
and fight for their home.
I say center, and to have my friend,
with the humans
and the reservation.
at Council Rock.
On the animals
From the jungle. And the humans.
from the village and
Mowgli,
Urge the humans not to destroy their home,
but to protect.
the precious animals living there.
Playing the part of the household living.
Don't destroy our forest. I'm angry.
I'm furious.
Don't destroy our forests. I'm not happy.
He also gave
His pesky humans a warning.
that if they didn't stop cutting down the trees in the jungle, he would tell
A very hungry tiger.
called Shere Khan where to find them for his next meal.
Big
Yeah.
Hey,